Evening everybody, Rich here, back for part 11 of this RMS Queen Mary tutorial. Today's focus is, we've got a lot to do actually. We've got the big side vents, which are sort of big, sort of TARDIS shaped things. We've got those to put on. We've got some more vents to put on. We've got the docking bridge, masts, and a few other things as well. Got the side windows as well. I've got a lot of things written down. I can't explain all of them, but we've got a lot to do anyway. So what we're going to do first is something which I normally put off to the last thing, but I'm going to do it now anyway. Is side windows. If you look on the side of the prototype over there, you got the bottom part of the white section. You got portholes along the sides, roughly where the crosshairs is. Portholes all along the side. Now they're in groups of 6, and they're not sort of evenly spaced. Well, they are, but they're sort of, well, I'll explain anyway. So if we go down to the side here, and if we either use black glass or grey glass or whatever type of glass, grey stained glass, we'll use that because it's always fun. If we go on the side here, we go one block up from the bottom, so one block up from the bottom of the white. We put our first window in, and I think they're spaced by 3 blocks or 4 blocks. I better go check because I've not written this down, so that's always a good start, isn't it? So it's a 3-block gap, is it? Yeah, there's a 3-block gap between each. So you put 6, and then you leave a gap. And how big is the gap? The gap is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 windows and then a 6-block gap. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to fly back over. I'm going to do this properly. That's always a loose term in my book, properly. Alright, so as we go down and start again, so if our first window in, 3-block gap, then a window, 3-block gap, window, so that's 3, and then a 3-block gap, window number 4, 3-block gap, window number 5, 3-block gap, window number 6. So we've got 6 windows like that, and then you leave a 6-block gap, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 7th block we'll start again, so first window, second window, third window, all 3-block gaps, that's 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 windows there like that. So you do the same thing all along the side, and then the windows above, we go to the last window of the group of 6. So this is the second group of 6. So in the last window, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4 gap up, and on the 5th block we'll put a window, and then 3 blocks forward of that, or 4th block forward of that, we put another window. So what this will be is the first 2 blocks, or the first 2 windows of the group of 6 above. So when you have the windows spaced at the bottom, they're going to be offset at the top. So if we put the next set of windows in, so all the top windows in, we put window number 3, window number 4, window number 5, and then window number 6. So if you look, you've got the group of 6 down here, and then the group of 6 above overlap the first or the last 2 blocks, or the last 2 windows, and then the next set of windows on the bottom will be overlapped by the end 2 windows. So if I now add the next set in, so that's the first window, and then a 3 window, second window there, sorry, and then the gap in between. Now I did say it's a 6-block gap on the other side, but it's not, is it? It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 gap really, if you space them correctly. So the first 2 sets of windows were separated by a 6-block gap, but the next sets are separated by 11. That's just so you can cater for the windows above. So if you see how I've done it, you've got group of 6 there, group of 6 above, and a group of 6 below when I finish them in. So if I put them in, so that's 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So there we go. So you've got a group of 6 there, a group of 6 up there, and a group of 6 down there. And you can see each of the last 2 on the first 2 windows is overlapped by the windows above. So the next set of windows along will be on the top here. So we go put a window there, and then a window there, and then again window number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6, like that. And they're just all offset of each other. So that is how the windows are laid out in theory. So I'm going to leave that for now. I'll finish that at the end of the video because it's just a pain in the ass to do, but you get the rough idea of how it's meant to be. But if you remember, if you look at the prototype, it gives you a better idea of how they are. As you can see that they're offset a lot better explained. You can see the groups of 6, and they're separated by 11, and they're all sort of offset of each other. Just carry on that same design all the way till you get to the open windows at the back on the promenade, and also the upper windows as well. So that is just basically how that is laid out. Apologies if you don't understand what the hell I'm on about, but I'm just trying to explain it as sort of as idiot proof as I can. Remember, you're dealing with a class 1 idiot here, but never mind. Right, so what we're going to do now is move on to the big vents. And a belcher coming, but I can't get it out, but never mind. So what we're going to do for the big vents, we're going to go to the back end of the lower bridge wings. So the top bridge wings there, and you've got the lower ones here. So we go to these ones here, and then you're going to go back to the straight edge of the side of the superstructure. So basically your first block is here, and I shouldn't remove that. So that's the first block of where you want to go, because it's the straight edge right down the side of the ship, so it's the very outside edge. So basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th block back from the bridge wings. So start from this block here, and you're going to leave, and you're going to count to the 44th block back. So that's block number 1, and we're going to count all the way back to number 44. So how fast is that? That's 34, and you want 42, 43, 44. So on the 44th block we go inside, or inside towards the deck, and then we add 2 blocks there, and then 2 blocks in, and then 2 blocks in, like that. So it's basically a spacer of 6. So it's 6 blocks like that. And then on the middle, you're going to want to put 2 blocks forward like that, and on the back 2 blocks back like that. So it's basically creating sort of a cannon shape, really. So you've got 6 at the bottom and 3 in the middle. And then on the front, you want to build 2 out that way, and then 2 out that way. So it creates a sort of panel. And then on the side you want to go up 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same again on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then join them together across the front like that. So now you've got a big sort of telephone booth, if you like. And then at the bottom sides you want to go 1, 2, and then the top side you go 1, 2 as well. So I'm just working on the one side, and then on the other side you do the same, so you go 1, 2, and then 1, 2. And then fill in the gap in the top, so you add rows of 2 there, and the same at the bottom, add rows of 2 there and there, as well as the sides, add rows of 2 up like so. So you've got a side panel like that, and a side panel on the other side, so you add just rows of 2 like so. And then on the back bottom, so on the bottom block at the back, we add upside down stairs like so, upside down stairs there, and then you put another block on top of that, and then another set of upside down stairs, so it looks something like that. Same at the top, you add stairs the right way up, and then a block underneath, and then another set of stairs like that. And then between the top and bottom set, you just add a line of blocks like so, and then fill in the gap like that. So your shape of your vent should be something like that. So if you can count the blocks, you've got 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, going back, and then you got the 2 sets of stairs. Set of stairs up right at the top, set of stairs upside down at the bottom, and the whole building is sort of 5 long and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high, plus you've got a base at the bottom, so it's 8 high really. So that's that one side. I'll do the same the other side. So stairs upside down there, plus a block, and then your stairs plus another block, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and do the same at the top, stairs there, and then a block underneath, and then we just add stairs all the way across the side. So stairs, 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 and get rid of that block there, and stairs, 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 and across the front, stairs, or the top, sorry, stairs, 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 and then this big black back panel we just fill in with white blocks. So now your shape should look something like that. Can't really explain any more than that. And then from the front it should look like a big empty thing, if you like. And then what we do is 1 block in from the front, so we go on the inside, and 1 block back from the very front. We fill it in with red blocks like that, so it's a big red thing like that. And then using white slabs, halfway down the top block we just add a grill across, and then every half block we add a grill sort of like that. So there you go, there's your vent created like that, and it should look something like that. So I have a quick fly around, and there's nothing really special, but it's sort of the best design I could come up with, and it looks something like that. So that's what you want to come up with, and like I said, it's the 44th block back from the front of the sidewall. So there you go. And then what you want to do for the next one, because you've got 4 of these on either side, because you've got this one here, you want to do the same thing on the other side. But for the next one down along the side of the ship, we want to leave from the base you're going to leave a 48 block gap, so that's the first block there, and we're going to go to the 48th block back along the side, so that is 49th there, so the 48th block gap there, and on the 49th block we start building again, so we build our 3 block base, and then I'll do this as quick as I can, so 2 forward, and then 2 out that way, 2 out that way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, and then 3 across that way, and at the bottom we go 2 back, 2 back, 2 back, 2 back, and 1 in the middle. At the top we do the same, 2 back, 2 back, 2 back, 2 back, 2 back, and then underneath that we go 2 back, 2, and basically 2 all the way, basically making it 2 wider all around the sides. And we add stairs at the top, all the way across the top, and then a block there and there, stairs all the way across underneath the top row. Try and do it properly without creating the silly bloody design issue. So there we go, there's our 2 sets of stairs at the top, and then upside down stairs at the bottom, and then blocks across the middle, and then another set of upside down stairs, and then rows of 2 between all the way up to the other set of stairs, and then fill in the gap at the back, and there we go, there's the back of our vent, and then on the inside we fill in with red, pardon me, and then the grill across the front. There we go, that's vent number 2. So that was a 48 block gap between the front one and the back one. So I was measuring from the base, okay? So from this one again, so from the base again, we're going to leave a 29 block gap and build the same thing again. So from the base, we go from the first block behind the base, and then we leave a 29 block gap. And that's 33, so that's 30, that's 29, so 29 gap, and then on the 30th block we do the same again, so 6 block base, and then just do the same thing again, so 1 block, 2 blocks out, 2 blocks out that way, 2 blocks out that way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, 3 across. Right, so that's where the third one goes, and I'll come back and finish that later. But we'll get the measurements for the next one out as well. So from the base again, so there's the base, first block behind the base, you're going to leave a 39 block gap. So I'll measure it all the way down, so it's 39 blocks, that's 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and on the 40th block we do the same again, so 6 block base, and then 2 forward, and then you get the same idea. So build the same thing along the side, so you will end up with 4 along the side, and then you do the same thing on the other side with the 4 vents as well. And what I'm going to do, I'll do a jump cut when I finish them off and paste them to the other side, and then we'll move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. I've added all those vents to both sides now, and now the ship should look something like this. Those big lumbering bloody vents are on there now. They do look better when they're on there, but they are weird whatever they are. Well, vents of course, but they're on there and they're all done. So that is that job done there. So there should be 8 of them, like so. Right, so now we're going to move on to the next job, so bear with me. And we are going to move on to the docking bridge. So I'm going to go right to the back end of the ship and add the docking bridge. And where are we going to go? We're going to go right down to the, not the very bottom of the ship, but the next deck up. So if we go to the very back end and then go up one. So we go flonk down to here, plonk, and then go to the next deck up. So we're on the back end of the ship, of course. Next deck up here. And I'm going to sneeze, so... No, I'm not. Right, so we're going to leave an 8 block gap on the wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 9th block, put a block. So that's on the centre block, of course. So on the centre you leave an 8 block gap and build on the 9th. And then you build this wall 9 wide, so that's 4 either side, so 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and the sides are 3, so 1, 2, 3 that way, and 1, 2, 3 that way, and then increase it to 4 high, so 2, 3, 4, all the way around both sides, and there's only 3 sides, so you don't need to add a back wall to this. So there we go, there's our docking bridge beginning with. Like I say, you don't need to add a back wall to this, it's just sort of a hollow build like that. And then what you want to do is from the inside block, or the end of the row of 3, so where you've built the row of 3 going back like that, you're going to go from this block here and you're going to build out 15. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then you want to build back 2 that way, and then 2 back that way, and then 2 back again. And then you build in 8, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a coloured centre block to mark the centre line. And there we go, that's half of your docking bridge. So you go 15 out, and you go 2, and then 2 back, and then 8 in, 6 in, 6 again, plus a centre block. So that's the design there. So I do the same on the other side, so it's 15 out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 2 that way, and then 2 back again, and then 8 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that lines up with that centre block. So you can remove that centre block if you want, like so. And then you can fill in the whole thing with wood decking. So I'll go from the edge and we fill it all in with wood blocks all around like so. So just do half of it for the minute and then use the fill tool. There we go. What I'll do, I'll stand on this block and use the fill tool. So I'll stand here and go fill wood by 3200, and there we go, that's that one done. So I'll just remove that block in there, and there we go, that's the docking bridge sort of built, and it should look something like that. Nothing special, but you know, it's a design nonetheless. And then we're going to add some stairs. So where the docking bridge connects to the base below, on the corner block here, we're going to remove one block, and then we're going to replace that with stairs. So we'll get our stair blocks, oak stairs. So remove that block and replace it with a stair block, and then stairs going down to the deck below, and then the banisters, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, like that, and then blocks underneath, like so. And that's that side, and do the same the other side. Remove that one block, and then we add stairs, 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 and stairs, and then banisters, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, like that. Then underneath we add a block, block, and block. Like so, so there's your stairs added there. And then underneath, if we go roughly the centre block of the wood and count from the outside edge, so if we're on the underside of the docking bridge, so we go from the wood block on the outside edge, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in, and build a pillar straight down like that. And we do the same on the other side, so from the very end wood block, which is that one, go 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and build straight down like that. And that is your supports for the docking bridge. God, my nose keeps running, sorry. And then what we're going to do is just add handrails around the edge. So around the edge of the docking bridge, just add the handrails, and it should look all nice and neat. There we go. That's the docking bridge done there. You can add more details as well, like the telegraphs and things to, you know, the controls on the stern. But it's up to you what you want to do there. So that is, like I said, the docking bridge. One more job to do on this area, which is a set of stairs. So on the centre block underneath the docking bridge, you've got the centre block here. We remove the centre block and remove a wood block, and then we build stairs going down. So it's a single set of stairs going straight down. So stairs, and then we need a block underneath, and then stairs, and then another block, and then stairs again, and another block, stairs again, and another block, and then stairs again. So it's quite a big staircase. And then banisters going 2 up, so 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and a block there. Same the other side, 2 up, 2 up, two up, and then a block there. There we go, there's the stairs on the centre. And then for the back wall we just add handrails going from side to side, so it sort of caps off this area that we need. Oh, and also either side of the first block of stairs put a white block there and there, and then handrails. Makes it look a bit more neat. And then handrails all the way across to the other side, and there we go. That's our little job done there. And no, don't look too bad, do it? Right, so now what we're going to do on the stern of the ship, we're going to add some bollards. So if we get our well, they anvils, aren't they? So we get our anvils. Use a clean anvil. Go to the stairs a minute, and then we're going to put two sets of anvils. I'm going to put them at random, so if we put them sort of on this edge here, put 3 there, and then a bit further down towards the back end of the ship we put another 3 there, like that. And I'll do the same the other side, may as well. So we'll put a set of anvils, oh damn it, set of anvils there, and then the same a bit further up, so anvil there, there and there, like so. Actually, we're going to remove that end anvil and move it forward to that point, because I'm going to remove these blocks in a minute. I'm going to show you what to do in a minute, but I just put these anvils back one, so remove the end one and move it there, like so. And then there will be a couple of vents to be added on here later on, but I've not written down where they go, so we'll worry about that later on. But for the handrails around the edge, before we add them, we've got to remove the corner blocks on the inside of the corner wood blocks. So if we get the black concrete again, which I just need to use that one. If you're going to add the handrails around the edge here, like so, you're going to have one block of handrail over a wood block, which looks weird. So what I'll do is remove those blocks there and replace them with black, so you've got a sort of a continuous line of black all the way around the edge. So I'll do the same on each section, damn it, and then we can add the handrails around the edge then. It just makes it look a bit neater when we come to add things, so it's just a cosmetic thing. So I'll do it all around the edge, right around the back. And there we go, that's up to the edge there. So now we've got a continuous black line around the edge, and then we can add our handrails around the back end of the ship. And there we go, there's our handrails added, and that is most of the detail done to the stern. Like I said, there will be more details like vents and a few other things as well, the small cargo hatch as well, but we'll worry about that another day. So that's that. So what we're going to do now is go up to the Promenade deck, which is this one here. So it's what the next deck up from the docking bridge. So we go up to the next deck here, and you've got this deck house here with no windows at all on it, and you've got a set of stairs down the sides. So what we need to do is add some wall. They look like supports, but they're just sort of the design of the structure of the ship. I suppose you can call it Art Deco or things like that. But on the corner block here, we're just going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and then 3, 1, 2, 3 like that. So it creates a sort of, I don't know, bit of design. Do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, and then 1, 2, 3. And then the same on the centre, which I don't know where it is, so I find the centre block here. And there it is there. So on the centre block of this wall we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. And then you've got those 3 supports there. And we want 2 down the side as well. So just looking on the prototype, we want 2 on the side. So if we go 1, 2, 3 in from the corner, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. And then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gap. Do the same again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up like that, and then 1, 2, 3. So you got the side supports there as well. So do the same on the other side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then a bit further along go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, like so. Just a little design for that area. There's no windows for this deck house, so worry about that later on. For the area inside inside the this main corridor here, you can make the archway a bit smaller if you want to, but I think I'll leave it as it is. On the prototype, the archway was much smaller, but it's a sort of a thing that's up to you what you want to do. So I shall leave that for another day if I do decide to change it. But as you can see, it's quite a large opening. If I fly over to the prototype, you'll see it's a much smaller opening. So it's just a cover really. The inside structure's the same. I mean, the walls are all the same. It's just the archway here is much smaller. So if you go on the inside here, the walls are in the right place still. It's just the archway is a lot more narrow and lower as well. But you know, it's up to you what you want to do, and don't look too bad. So I'll just fly back over now. And another job we've got to do with the raised deck on the boat deck. So we go up to the boat deck now, and you got this raised deck here on the sort of pavilion area here. All we've got to do there is just add some handrails around the edge of that. So all the way around the edge here. I thought I'd done this in the previous video, but obviously I didn't. So you just add the handrails around the edge. And up to there. There we go. That's that all done. And it should look something like that. So I'm just going to take a quick minute or a few seconds to work out what to do next. So bear with me. And what we're going to do is add the aft mast. So we're going to add the back mast, which is, you can see on the prototype it is there. And we're going to go to the centre block of the pavilion, basically, the centre top block, which is this one here. And we're going to go to the 12th block, no, the 13th block forward on the wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th. And we're going to add our mast there. So we're going to use yellow terracotta, so we use that. So remove that and replace it with that. And the bottom of the mast is 14, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then you want 3 rows of 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there we go. And then the 17th block down from the top, so basically the second block down from the top, from the middle section. So 15, 16, 17 down from the top. And we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out. So like I said, it's 15, 16, 17th down. I go 6 out. And what I do on the prototypes, I normally add a black blob in each corner, so I get black concrete again. And I put a black block on the inside there, and another black block there. And then from the top, we put another black block, 1 block down from the top. So it's just a little design that I use. Nothing really special, but hey, here, there we go. So it's 14, 15, 15, 15, and then a couple of spurs out the side like that. So that's the aft mast, or the back mast. So I'm going to fly all the way forward now and build the forward mast, or the bow mast, and or the main mast, whatever you want to call it. It's a mast nonetheless, and we've already put the placement for that mast down on the forecastle, well, not the forecastle, but on the front of the superstructure, and just going to fall down to the deck. So, like I say, we've already put the placement for the mast, but we've not built the mast up. So the mast itself, if I work out what to do, you're going to want to build 5 rows or 5 sections of 15 up. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 3 15s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 5 rows of 15 up like that. And then same as before, 17th down from the top. So that's 15, 16, 17. We build out 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the black block there. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the black block. And then at the top here I put a black block as well. Up there. and that's the mast done there. And for the crow's nest, it's on the bottom of the third row of 15. So we've got the 15 at the bottom, the next 15, and then the third 15 on the 1, 2, 3, third block up from the 15. On the third 15, third block up, we build our crow's nest, and we just build it round like that. So it's 3 across and 1 at the back like that, and then I think we use upside down stairs. So I'm just going to use upside down quartz stairs around the edge, like so. Like that, and then another row of white around the edge, like so. I'm just trying to look at the prototype, I'm not doing it very well. And then in the corners we want, I can't remember what these are called, these ender rods or something, or end rod. I don't know where we get them from. Oh, there they are, end rods. We want one of those. So in the corners we put a rod there and a rod on top, and a rod there and a rod on top. Same in the other corners, rod and a rod, a rod and a rod. And if you're feeling lucky, put another one in the middle like that. And then for the roof, we use quartz slabs, so we use quartz slabs on the roof. I know this isn't strictly accurate to the real ship, but it's just my design. It's just makes it look a bit silly, but there you go. But there you go. There's the crow's nest added there. At least they got a bit of cover on this one, and they don't look too bad, do it? Like I say, it looks silly, but of course it's my design. I design silly things. Or big ships that don't look real, but never mind. So that's that little job done. So what we're going to do now is fall all the way back down to the base of the mast, and we're going to add the crane sections to it. So just trying to think now. We're going to go to the fourth block up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up, and we'll put a yellow block, and we're going to build 3 back, so 1 block, 2, 3 like that, and then the same on the other side, so 1, 2, 3 like that, facing or heading towards the main superstructure. And then you want 20 rows of 2 diagonally out, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But because we've got the vents there, you may want to put it up 1 block, but it does connect to the vents. But it's not a big issue. I mean, you can move the vents around a bit, move the vents 1 block back or forward. But if you want them to connect, that's fine. You know, it just makes it look a bit weird. I didn't think too well when I designed that, but hey ho. But that's one side, and I do the same the other side. So it's 20 rows of 2. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go, 20 rows of 2 like that. Whew. And then what you want to do is on the 6th block up, so 2 blocks above where we just built, so 2 blocks up, we build 4 back, so 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, so you've got a gap in between these sections. And then you want to build 17 rows of 2, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like so. There you go, there's your 2 craney bits. And then between the 2 rows we just built, so between row 4 and row 6 above, in the section here we build forward 35. So in the middle here we build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So it's 35 forward, and that goes over up to the forecastle like that. So I'll do the same the other side. So in the middle here, put it 1 block, and then all the way back to the end. All the 35 like that, and then we add our black blocks again, so I need to get hold of them. So black concrete, 1 block in from the end, black block and a black block. And I do the same on the sides as well, so the inside edges we add a row of 2 black blocks there, and the same on the row above. A row of 2 there like that, and then the same on the other side. A black row of 2 and a black row of 2 there like that. And there's your cranny bits and your derricks and all things like that. So it's 35 forward, and it just goes right above the end of the forecastle like that. And it's alright, isn't it? And what I'd done on the prototype, I know this didn't really need to be done, but I connected a couple of end rods from the end going down to the deck below like that. It's just something I'd done. I didn't need to do it, but I'm doing it nonetheless. And there we go, that's those things connected there. Now I will stress that these masts are not accurate to the real ship. I just sort of made these ones up, but they're close nonetheless. But you know, it's what I've come up with. I couldn't really be bothered to research them any better, but they look alright. And we've got the forecastle there and all things like that, but yeah, we're not doing too bad. Another job we can do while we're here, we can add the handrails around the wheelhouse. So we'll get our handrails again, which are these, and we'll add the iron bars around the top of the wheelhouse. May as well get this detail done now, instead of worrying about it another day. Around the stairs and then around the back wall. And there we go. That's the handrails added there. And then what we can do is get our carpet, which is always wonderful, brown carpet, and then we can trim off the top of the white superstructure, so, or at least around the bridge anyway. So we'll just do around the bridge and the decks below on the front walls, so we'll just worry about those for now. So I'll add a bit of brown trim around the bridge wings, and then around the back of the bridge wings as well. So, and then down the sides of the wheelhouse, or the wheel, the bridge deck. So down the back, along there, and then do the same the other side. And then across the other side of the bridge wings. So that's the top deck, and then do the same on the deck below. So from the bridge wings, just go right across the front of the front wall of the front superstructure. So it's just an optional thing. It does make it look a bit more detailed, gives it a bit more sort of the splendour of the time. So, and then the same on the deck below. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I did the deck below. I'm gonna go check that actually, because I don't know if I did the. Oh, I did, yeah. So on the deck below as well, the one with the square front as well. We can add the brown along there as well. But I couldn't quite see whether I've done it, but I think I have. So we'll do the same thing on the deck below then. And the one below that we won't worry about because it connects with handrails. So we'll just do this last deck here with the brown all the way around the edge. Oh. And there we go, that's those sections done there. So that's all the brown we're going to do. And it does make it look a lot more, gives it a bit more depth to it, so yeah, don't look too bad to it. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do for today. I mean, we've got quite a bit done. I mean, we've got the masts, the docking bridge, those big vents and things. I don't think really much more we can do for today anyway. So I've also started those windows as well, so I will finish those off, but you did get I did give you a rough idea of where they go. So if you look at the prototype again, I'll give you a quick look again at the prototype. They're all offset with each other, so just in groups of 6, and each end window overlaps the windows below, so or windows above, whichever you like. So it just goes all along the side all the way to the open windows at the back. So it's just groups of 6 windows, or portholes if you like, but that is how that is. So that's that. So that's it for part 11, I think. So for part 12, which may be the final part, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but the final part maybe. Don't know why I said that twice, but for part 12 we're going to do the funnels and the lifeboats, and tidy up any loose ends and add any smaller details, and I think that will do. I know I keep saying I'm going to add the funnel placements, but I think balls to it, I'll do it in the last video. So there we go, that'll be for part 12. So it'll be the windows, it'll be the funnels and the lifeboats and any other details I can think of. There ain't a lot to do, and that should be it for Queen Mary. I mean, this has been a massive build so far, and it's just getting bigger and bigger, but we're getting there. I mean, currently in her current state, she looks like how she was just after arriving in Long Beach. They took her funnels away because they were rusted to buggery, and they replaced her with a couple of dummies. So she's in a early Long Beach state at the moment, but we'll correct that later on. But like I say, part 12 will be funnels and lifeboats, but anyway, that'll be for then. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I shall return in part 12. So bye for now.